A very common question that I get is, how are nurse residencies different than the Elevate program and coaching programs? And they are two very different things. Residency focuses on bringing nurses into an organization so they can clearly understand practice, the professional practice components of their organization, policies, and it really focuses on the clinical aspects and the clinical expectations at their organization. Now, they may have an opportunity to assign them to a mentor, which many times is a nurse that's working a full-time job, that may be working night shift, they may be working day shift, and we have all seen it over and over and over again. They try their very best to contact and make connections with that new nurse, but just the daily life patterns just don't allow for a really successful mentoring relationship, I would say, most of the time. And so coaching is a totally different concept. And I had to understand that too, initially when I was a CNO and had residency programs and heard of this concept, because coaching really dives in to what happens outside of that classroom setting, what's happening in their personal lives, and adding it to what's happening in their professional lives. And that's where we make that connection, because we become this lifeline. We're someone that they can trust. We're someone technically outside of their organization. A lot of times nurses find it very difficult to trust someone who works for their organization with very personal feelings and personal situations. They want a neutral opinion, someone to come from the outside, from an external partner to support them. And it doesn't mean we do it in silos from the organization. We're doing it hand in hand, but in a way that they can feel safe sharing what's really going on in their practice environment, as well as what's going on in their personal life. So we connect the two, and we're able to help them find ways to get through all of these troublesome times. And if they're not having troublesome times, we're finding ways to really support them and celebrate them through just some of the great successes they're seeing. But those coaching sessions do provide a level of support that mentorship never can.